Yizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. And listen, you can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. And Eric Holder, you are the topic of discussion, my G. Eric Holder, you are the topic of discussion, my G. So let's get right into it. And yes, man, we all see what's going on with the Nipsey Hussle trial. They got Eric Holder going back and forth to court. Back and forth to court. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, it gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deep in the rap when you scratching the surface. And here at Grown Man Business TV, we definitely scratching the surface. And one of his recent court dates was canceled. He had a cancellation, and the court said it was for unseen reasons. Now, like I said before, you got Eric Holder going back and forth to court. Back and forth. When you go back and forth to court, you got to sit in them holding cells. Yeah, that's where it get choppy at. They got to mix you up with other inmates, you know, because y'all all have the same court date. And you never know who you going to be in the cell with while you waiting for your name to be called and your case to be called. And Eric Holder had some unforeseen reasons why he couldn't come to court recently. But when he came to court today, we all got a glimpse. We all got a real good look of why he couldn't show up the other day. You know, it gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deep in the rap when you scratching the surface. And I want to say salute to the inmate who put hands and feet on Eric Holder. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. I mean, he looked like, listen. I'm gonna save that for the angles. You know, it makes me smile at the thought. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. We coming from multiple different angles, my G. We coming from multiple different angles. And that leads me and segues me into my first angle, my G. My first angle. And that's repercussions. That's consequences. That's what comes with the game. Yeah, it gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deep in the rap. Now, Eric Holder was in a holding cell with some random cellies. They didn't say a word. They didn't ask any questions. They just put hands and feet on Eric Holder till he looked like Martin in that boxing ring with Hitman, Tommy the Hitman Hearns. You know, his head and his face is all, you know how I look. You know how I look when you get pounded out. That's what you gonna get for the rest of your life. That's what you deserve for the rest of your life, my G. And it couldn't make me any happier to see the report, to see the pictures of your face beat and bruised up. I'm talking about they beat him and they cut him up. Yeah. They should have got rid of him. But you know what? Yeah, we want you to suffer, my G. This is not going to be a long one, but I wanted to say salute to the boys that was in that cell that put that work in. That's all we was all asking for. That's all we want. Every time it's a chance to get them smacked down, we want them smacked down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. It'll be what it's going to be. I'm not going to make this a long one, but Eric Holder had hands and feet put on him. He got a taste of something. Yeah, you know, you kicked Nipsey in the head. It looked like you got kicked in your head. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, listen, man. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. That's the justice we want at every given moment. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. We coming from multiple different angles, my G. We coming from multiple different angles. And that leads me and segues me into my second angle. My second angle, my G. My second angle. And that's passion. Passion. You know, when you hear a lot of people talking about Cali and Nipsey and this and that on YouTube, you got to understand that people have a passion, a fire burning inside. What they did to Nipsey Hussle was so foul. It was so, you know, disgusting. It was so out of this world that you have people that have never even met the homie feeling the passion and the fire. So don't get offended. Don't get offended, Cali, when you see people just going at it, and sometimes it's going to go at y'all neck at the... It is what it is, casualties of war. Sometimes you're going to become a casualty of war. You understand? But it's people all around the world that rock with Nip, that felt this spirit, my G. It is what it is. Call it what you want. Call it what you want. Yeah, so homie got what he deserved. It is what it is. But don't get offended, Cali. Don't get offended, Crip. Don't get offended. I mean, it don't matter if you do or don't, but I'm just trying to give you some game. I'm trying to spill some game for you. It's deep, it's wicked. It's always deeper than rap when you scratching the surface. Nip traveled. His frequency traveled this earth 1,000 times when Eric Holder did what he did. And there's nowhere Eric Holder, that name, could go without somebody around being ready to handle something on them. It is what it is. So listen, man, you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business. You can tap in and you can tap out. Know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottle. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing, and we not dressing nothing up. Eric Holder, I'm giving it to you straight raw, my G. I'm giving it to you straight raw, my G. And yes, Eric Holder got hands and feet put on him. He got beat up. He got stomped out. He got packed out. It is what it is. And you know, anywhere you go on this earth, you should feel that. If somebody see you, they should kick you in your head every time for what you did to Nip, homie. It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Salute to them homies. Salute to them sellies that beat him down. Secondly, you feel what I'm saying? It's just passion, B. Don't ever feel offended. You know what I'm saying? Some of that stuff do sound stupid. That gang shit don't even make sense. But, you know, it's a lot of people that felt a lot of passion when Nip passed away. His frequency, his spirit, it went around the earth 1,000 times. So it is what it is. It'll be what it's going to be, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. And listen, you can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Bang.